Hello everyone, welcome back to Vast Error. I know it's been a while, how many? It's like 2 or 3 months maybe, I don't know. Oh, voice break. Anyway, I wanted to read again today because there's been some pretty fucking interesting updates that have like had me on the edge of my seat. And I've actually not read since the fucking... We're still in the middle of the Genther arc in our read, so it's like, wow. This is almost done. We're almost done with this. I remember, but yeah. I've actually, yeah. Also, no face cam today because I can't be asked. I've got a job now. That's cool. Well, I probably already said that because I recorded some videos with Corpse Party a while back. Do you remember that game? Yeah, I need to start doing that again, but I've not uploaded any of them because I'm lazy, and they might come out at some point. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, Genther, push back. So this is after Genther went mad at Murrit and kind of summoned the fucking... Well, unintentionally summoned the fucking... What were they called? Skull Titans? I think? I don't... Oh, God. What's the volume? Yeah, that should be fine. If you're going to destroy everything around you, then you can destroy this thing too. The art here is so fucking good. Zam isn't actually head artist for this anymore. I think they are still working on Thaumatrope, which I still actually need to read as well, and Snowbound Blood, whenever the next volume of that comes out. But yeah. Then again, Homestuck always had style shifts as well, so I'm not surprised that this does. Looks like he is what he eats. Well, that didn't work. Oh gee, freaking lighting. Thankfully, a supercharged diet did not shield him from the spontaneous displays of Grubhood bravery. Redacted, distract. The children. I forgot most of the voices I did for these characters, it's been a while, but let me get... Right, I'll try. Hey, get the hell away from her! If you want a free meal so bad, come and catch it! You got its attention. Oh no. Yeah, Skull Titan, that is what it was called. But we think we run around in different directions. That's gonna confuse it. How do you know that? Told you science stuff is easy. It's simple biology. Animals are idiots. Go! Skull Titan, give chase. Crust-dwelling beast decides not to waste its atomic breath on easy pickings. I thought they could stay a little longer to die. Well, let me make sure this is shuffled. There we go. Shit. Alright, my charger's off. My charger's fucked. But soon enough. Fellow Runt is caught to be a monster in a blisteringly hot place. Oh no. That's not good. Let me sort this fucking thing out. Yeah, I'm actually in my work uniform now. I have a shift later because someone else is ill and I have to fucking fill in for him. 6 till 10. It's fun. I have to close up the kitchen, so it's usually like 6 till half 10. Anyway, enough rambling about work. End of the line. Yeah, also the updates for this have changed since last... Oh, look at the animation. Look at that. Oh my god, it's so fucking cool. Yeah, now we have smaller updates more frequently, like... So maybe, like... Maybe Act 2 updates a week. They're like 4 pages. Like round about 2 a week to 1 a week. Come on. Come on, I'll do something, you giant lizardy bastard. I'll kill you myself! It's the stick of truth. Principle. Better stop with this violent tomfoolery. Oh, hello. Word got to you far later than it should have. Your public correspondence will likely be a part of the collateral. The Alchemic Task Force needs to be dispatched for the situation to be resolved quickly and quietly, at least in relation to every other option at your disposal. I don't think enough people actually talk about this Alchemic Task Force. That's probably going to be pretty important later on. Because we saw them in Intermission 2 Side 2 as well, didn't we? With Cullium and Dionys. Wasn't that? Dio. But this This is far worse than what you had imagined from a frantic call. Hello, Principal. Would you mind taking my hand in marriage? I mean, what? Oh, no! No! Oh my god. You're caught in a lose-lose situation, and your choice is limited. This panel is so fucking cool. Oh my god. Skull Titans are notoriously hard to kill without the proper technology. This one has been bolstered to 12-fold by the levels of radiation present. Waiting for an opening would be a dangerous game. Gentha's unbridled power could spell immense disaster for herself and others. Plus, your intruder could decide to retreat deeper underground with redacted in tow. Utilizing alchemy to incapacitate the creature is also too volatile of a method, and could risk as much harm to the holder of mind as letting her get swallowed whole. So instead, you're forced to make a gamble. Oh, God. Then I hope your knowledge of symbiotic custodial dynamics pays off in the long term. The All-Mother depends on it. You know, black blood? Does it just have that color blood before it has, like, a bond? That's... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! That's kind of terrifying. No! I've sent them to the dunes. Find Mercy. Put the creature down if they haven't established a bond. I forget how the Principal's voice. They have a very... I think they're written with, like, some weird accent at points, but I don't know what it is. You! Calm her! Now! That is a cool design. I like this random-ass character. What would that be? Some thief? Or rogue of rage, I'm guessing. If you're, like, calming her down. What would it be? Thief and Rogue of Rage seem like they both seem like weird class-specs to me. But I guess this makes sense actually. Busted. Oh no. No shit. Some nights later. You understand why you've been called here? Sure do. Board of Directors have reached a verdict on how you'll be disciplined. Sweet. According to your account, you are the reason for hundreds of thousands in credit for damages, plus the loss of over a dozen bloodlines that will never be reinstated into our systems. Several associates of mine are out sick and under watch in stasis due to prolonged exposure to the radiation. Wow, that's crazy. And you're prepared to take full responsibility for this? I'm seeing no reason why I wouldn't be. I think I got exactly what I was looking for with this big idea of mine. Getting wise to you and your magic buddies, plus free pass to coast out of this dump. Should've tried something like this ages ago. Your fault for not knowing how to keep secrets. This is paying a way worse price than whatever's getting dished out to me. All one was a little extra fun. I just got what I came for. And your cohorts? One of them. You don't care how this might affect them? They didn't... why should I? Wasn't the one who started the nuclear fire, boss. We weren't able to find redacted after the I can't do that. After the incident. As of yesterday evening, the death has been formally recorded on databases. Well, you should have magicked her out to who knows where then. Don't try your hardest to piss me off. But from what I understand, the two of you at least resembled friends. Is that all you have to say? Look, I'm not a miracle worker. She knew what she signed up for when she decided to help me out. She faced the music for not thinking it through. Serves her right. Oh, they are trying so fucking hard not to get mad, I can tell. Anyway, can you move on and read whatever list of formalities you got so I can ditch this place? Very well. You're expelled, Turkin. Oh, look, it's little calendar. Effective immediately, you are to be sent to the surface without finishing your studies. All greater sea-dwelling amenities and financial support have been revoked. You'll be consistently monitored by our drones and report back to me on a week-by-week basis until you reach the 6-week care threshold. Past that, board doesn't really give a damn what happens to you. Jesus Christ. So much for cash protection. They don't take kindly to individuals who risk countless others, regardless of their stature or age. Not when they don't stand to gain anything from it. Lucido's reduplication was already a tough sell, and this only seemed to prove their grudging approval a mistake. The game makes a lot of those, huh? They're alive. Well, we knew that, didn't we? Turkin. The initial solutions offered in the meeting were either execution or complete rehabilitation. Claimed to be the reason for an atrocity, so the path of least resistance is to be rid of you. But that's hypocritical, I'm aware. I was forced to consider the latter option, given everything you all saw. Ultimately, I decided against it. How come? We didn't find a neat tie-up appealing. You're admitting that you don't know me very well. All I want is for this to be a lesson learned. One I trust you'll never forget. Believe me when I say this was the best possible outcome considering the circumstances. I'm sure you'll soon find that you agree with me. Yeah, you're right. Oh, fucking hell. I help you all. Collect your belongings from your pod. You'll be escorted out. I killed them. I killed them. I killed them. Oh, I feel so fucking bad for her. Alright, collect the items from your pod. That's kind of fucking depressing. Yeah, imagine. It's a nice enough spot. Find yourself cruising by one of the mass coastlines after a few hours of travel. Well, that cognitive suggestion to stay away from large bodies of water doesn't do much when you're biologically inclined to keep near them. Dry inland weather is hell for your poor fins. You're jonesing to find a suitable abandoned or otherwise easy to nab shelter to call your own. First take, first serve. That's how it is out here. Pardon me. You're also pretty damn hungry. It's been a long night and a growing boy has got to eat. Merit, acquire more sweets and or treats. Corporate Drone keeps a suspicious eye on everything you do. We've had the necessary tools to tear this thing's guts apart and find out what makes it tick. Hey, yeah, Murit does like start getting interested in machinery, don't they? And it kind of looks like Boob Drone, doesn't it? I know she didn't make that, but you know, this might be what started that friggin' interest. Sorry, I saw that on a tweet on Twitter. You settle for opening your rucksack, attempt to get some sugary or acidic substance to yellow your teeth on. It's about all you have, aside from a leftover sandwich and some juice you were hogging. Murray, open combo holster. Huh, there's extra stuff in here. What the hell is this? Oh wow. So they know that they were lying. Heartbeat is stable. About as healthy as can be. I'll go tell them that you're all good to go. Okay? I wonder if Rodare is like important. She's shown up quite a lot, actually. Like four times. She did Snowbound Blood as well. How is she? You saw her on the way here. She's terrified and powerless, just the way you left her. What about her stutter? Has that improved any? Speech impediment seems to be permanent, likely related to the deep suppression of energy. She's going to need glasses too. The treatments have impacted her sight. You can barely see 3 feet in front of her. Did we do the right thing? I don't have a say in the matter. I'm asking for your opinion. Okay, there is something a bit comical about, like, chiseled friggin' jawline principal here with, like, round-head Rodare here. It's like 2 conflicting art styles in one part. I know the ancestors do just look like that, or like old ones, but it's still kind of funny. Like, it's like 4 fingers, 5 fingers. It's not my responsibility to think for you. You locked a girl up in a facility for 6 weeks of her life and stripped her of something that made her herself. And now she gets to pick up the pieces. Sometimes the ends don't justify the means, Junos. No one's been talking about that either. We got Principal's name reveal. I've not seen anyone in the server speak about that actually, unless I just missed it. Suitable ass music. I always do that a lot, don't I? When the music just contrasts with what's happening. Oh, Gentha, are you ready? It's time for you to go. Don't say it. Why? Why don't I just stay here forever where it's safe? This isn't a place for you to live the rest of your life. You've already been here longer than any other student, and your condition is under control now. Don't you want to see the world? No! I want to sit in my old mold again with my toys, watch cartoons, and just pretend none of this ever happened. I would let you stay if I could, but I can't, because you have friends waiting for you out there, Gentha. And I'm sure they miss you. Oh my god. Oh. I'll miss you too. So, oh wow. Gentha, wonder. Oh, look at this! Look at this! This is so fucking cool! Comfort of Stronghold 21 is not for you. Stumbling through the next several nights with nowhere to go, never settling. Nothing feels right. The utopian ruins of the Renaissance are no exception. Unbeknownst to you, this is the very same place your ancestor once turned to ash. Look at the little bag. And where a metamorphia would find its charge. Oh. Oh, Jesus. That's big. Your custodian leads you to a high-rise hovel. Jennifer doesn't have a Lucis by the like present time, does she? So what happened to it? Oh, was that? Oh. So they spindle up a cocoon for themselves on a nearby crumbling building, leaving you completely alone. Oh, okay, that's what happened to it. Said that Metamorphia's evolution is dependent on what their ward needs most. They will only break free when they're deemed necessary. Fables are useless for any practical purpose. But if that were true, they would never have left you in the first place. So that's probably going to come back at some point, isn't it? Okay. I don't remember that. I can't remember the last time you've eaten or bathed. Feels like weeks, but it's only been a few nights since you ran out of the last stray credits you were given over your grub hood. Moving your limbs is an insurmountable challenge. Even keeping a tired eye open is difficult. You're going to die here, and nobody will come to help. Oh, well, we got this. This is the last time we're doing this. Got it? It's the last thing we need before I can get to work. So yeah, picking up what you're putting down. Last piece of the great puzzle you've been helping me rig, yada yada. This is way too easy for a final mission coming from you. Oh, did you expect I'd have something special lined up? What'd you expect? You know what? I've decided to give up any further expectations. Do you just get tickled Tyrion when I do my job the way you want me to? Yep, that's all it is. Make your old job. Nothing more, nothing less. And look, you angry eyes, it's just ahead. Gentha? Yeah, what's left of her. Found you. Dismas, finish the job. Land of Labyrinth and Search. Ooh. So, yeah, because Dismas didn't want to kill her, did they? But that also begs the question, why did Murrant want her dead in the first place? Another dead end, another boss to kill. Okay, I remember the art in this part, super fucking cool. Dismas, aggress. Focus must have underestimated you. You were preparing for this from the moment you were taken out of school. And though you might have lost before. Oh. Alright! Why do I keep doing that? That is cool. Taking these bastards out gets a little easier every time. Oh, that is so cool. Oh my god, I love these recent updates. The animation, it's so cool. Journey begins where most others will end, the planet's core. Your land is a sprawling maze in layered levels that shifts and contorts its patterns, pitching you against the most powerful creatures of the area whenever you make a wrong turn. Well, that's fun. Ugh, I couldn't get comfortable in this fucking bunk bed. Forward progress has been a fruitless endeavour, thanks in no small part to the ceaseless rotation of these corridors. Stumbling into another checkpoint might as well be impossible. Your denizen has told you as much. He's been an insufferable Weisenheimer. Said it would be in your best interest to step up and reckon with your one-track mind. As if your plans of murderous Lucis-based revenge weren't totally justified. Naturally, you decided to give the sanctimonious know-it-all a piece of it. He stood between you and the one thing you actually wanted, leading the shit lizard straight to the weird alchemist, which made him kill a kill stealer by proxy. He doesn't even have the guts to take responsibility. So you can play this spiteful game. Yeah, Austin actually revealed that at one point. I don't remember where he said it, but he actually... I think it was on a Tumblr post, actually. He described all that. I was like, how are we supposed to figure that out? Well, it's being told to us now. Bit of tension between the denizen and his player is not at all unexpected. Aspect holders are often prone to an initial refusal of the call, as it were. With effort, they might even eventually come to embody their mythological roles, but the parameters of the acceptance are squarely on their terms. What the denizen and a given hero might want could be entirely at odds. It is then up to the players to prove the assessment of their character wrong, asserting their own identity in the process. Mind players deal with this tribulation more intensely than most. Often the greatest hurdle is one of the rationalization, not only contending with the greater idea of truth, also with the necessary understanding of their own internal logic, thus coming to a deeper conclusion in in regards to the self. Contrast this against the trial of heart, in which externalizing and accepting the already known becomes a far greater obstacle. Mind aims to know, heart aims to show. Though in retrospect, you doubt standing your ground and bull rushing into this maze did you any favours. Oh well. I wonder if Dismas knows Sova then. If they're like contrasts, there's got to be an interaction between them at some point. Eventually, a wise old pangolin blocks your path. You're compelled to name him Granite. They're weird animals, aren't they? Pangolins. They're really weird. Granite welcomes you to his humble station. He meanders into a tale about the rest of his people, once awaiting the arrival of the legendary rogue. They have all since migrated up to the surface world in a futile endeavour to escape the wrath of the forsaken creatures who aimlessly wander the mazes, searching for prizes they cannot obtain. He somehow conveys all of this through a series of intricate hand gestures. Appears he's a strong, silent type. Granite, says the aspect holder. The keratin-laden creature notices your arm looking just slightly broken, and is a bit impressed that you've managed to do anything single-handed. That's not how this game is supposed to work, but skill is skill. He offers you a herbal potion to treat the fracture for your troubles. Dismas, accept healing treatment. Grateful and all, but how the hell are you supposed to drink this? Pull your fucking bandana down. Granite suggests maybe taking off the bandana would be a start. Not a chance. You don't give a shit about technique when it doesn't concern plunging a blade in between some scales. That's holier than thou, scaly old motherfucker. How dare he very generously and kindly offer you a cure for one of your many physical misfortunes? Let's go into the hood and see for yourself what else you can fix, old man. We guess burn it off. This must drink the liquid. Ah! I actually got a weird fucking deja vu from this panel when I first read it. I was like, have I seen this before? I don't know if I have, if someone drew something of it in the past, but I swear I did. It turns out it's a Simpsons reference or something. It's a reference to something. Your bandana seems to have burned off. You keep chugging the remedy. The cycle of agonizing zest continues until the bottle is bone dry. The revolving spices make your stomach acid feel so alive. Look at that, something back this piquant tonic seems to have bended your fresh bones into a usable state. May have been too harsh in your assessment of your soul consort's charity, but he doesn't seem too plussed about it. Granite goes through another bit of pantomime elaboration and congratulates you for reaching one of his checkpoints. The land has a unique setup. Said checkpoints act as designated traversal points between different sections of the maze. If you choose to proceed, you will be taken up to the next layer of the labyrinth. However, you'll not be able to leave the layers without the aid of another player undoing of that layer's lock. Yes, if you still like to ride with that in mind. Bring it on, you say. This must escalate. That is cool. That is cool. Going up. I'm just taking suspicion this is going to be more trouble than it's worth. For multiple reasons, apparently. This must answer you know who. Yeah, I'm a bit curious as to where Murray's character's going to go from this point forward, considering the whole, trying to murder Elsie thing. One class kahuna began to gigantic debilitation. What's up? Great, you're here. In the digitized meat coat, Babs. Say, Brian and Synapse Scroll has got the big queue prepped. Let's see you and me get a focus test going on, huh? Well, it'd be hated when people ask stupid questions. But sure. Pedunculars! Some of you've heard this one before, because the opening act's kinda groan-worthy. Can you give me an example of a paradox? Having a conversation with you count? Was my expecting you to say that, Count? Touche. I don't fucking know. Ugh. There's lame applied oxymorons that make you sound smarter than you actually are. But a stock phrase like, freedom is wrought with absolutes out there, and thousands of self-important snobs with digital glasses stand up and clap. Close but no wacky nitro sucrose. Wait, I'm season it. Well, you're damned if you do. And you're damned if you don't. Lathan, gather materials for the cauldron. No can do. You've been conscripted into a side job. This place isn't called the Land of Construct and Deluge for nothing. What about that structure we headed toward a while back? Oh yeah, we saw that in Elsie Enter, didn't we? Pardon me. Oh, that. Yeah, you were there for a little bit. It's your first checkpoint. Doesn't really do much good right now. It's got a pretty particular purpose and you didn't feel like messing with it. What else is a guy supposed to do? You've got spare hands and these beavers could clearly use a couple of those. Oh, pardon me. You might hear something gurgling in the distance and yaps his finest yaps to get your attention. Looks like you've got a whopper on your hands.
Alright.
Briefly etherizing the sea, there lives pesky marine creatures intent on destroying all of your concert's hard work. This land has been built and rebuilt hundreds of times over in an effort to keep it above the waterline, with ancient drowned cities left behind in the deep. It will continue to be so until the world basin is finally drained. So, you're not just on construction duty, you're on fish duty too. Haniel did say he liked them. I swear I remember Haniel, being a she, but I don't know, that must have been a wrong memory. So I guess it makes sense that's what you're up against. This really is a lot like how things go back on Repeton, only with marginally less risk. Unless they go by he, she, I don't know. Now, where are you? That is fucking cool. That is so fucking cool. Take back what you thought about marginally less risk. But with high risk, there's high reward. Oh, Taz Key. No, not Taz Key. Albion Key. Why did I think that was Taz when I first read it? Yeah, what's the... Yeah, that's not the fucking rage symbol. That's a hope symbol, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I thought it was because of the purple that I thought that. Anyway. Laven, open fire. Send a few rounds skyward. Fortunately, this lousy shot has never gotten much better over the sweeps. Kafish. An impromptu baptism later, you tread through enough crystal blue liquid to find solid ground and crawl ashore. It has to be a test of devotion via your totally serious hydrophilic commitment. Once you're destined to know, it'd take a lot more than water in your eyes, nose, and general business for you to keep up. Since you're a long way off from the cozy city centre you've grown so familiar with, this area has a completely different feel to it, and way more dramatic sense of lighting. Eyeing this big globby valve instills you with awe, which is immediately quashed by a latent understanding of what you're supposed to do. Grab the key, undo the lock with your designated aspect buddy, collect resources, and drain the water. Got it. One of the cauldron's wardens catches you out of place. You're not supposed to be here for quite a while yet. You suddenly return to a more appropriate and much drier area suitable for your current level. We don't know much about that thing, do we, in the other one? They're strange. Already, the beavers make short work of the instant, getting right to it and cutting their losses. Go back and help them, but one unfinished and recently desecrated building with your name drowned out is enough. Sucks, though. Could have made that the second half of your resume. It's like they say, the old mum hands out the milk toastiest tasks to her most cromulent guys. I don't know what the fuck that word means. Elsie, begin investigation.
Ting ting. Excuse me, is this the insert whatever silly string of stronghold numbers you want to use in order to represent the news aquifer? I'm here to visit the owner of the establishment. I've got a proposition he might be interested in. We're hydro homies, you see. Hey, you weren't to it quicker than I expected. I'd wind up having to strong arm you into the position. With said eyes, and in terms of platonic endearment. Try that routine to me and see how far it gets you. I'm resilient, a megalith of emotional fortitude, standing tall and resolute in the midst of tiny wigglers.
I think I can take this thing off charge now. What time is it, actually? Yeah. I've got a while before work.
Oh no, there's a mild breeze coming through. Watch out, bastion is crumbling. You're stub your toe in your own facetiousness and cry about it. Fucker!
It's true, but consider, I'm right.
I use your stupid nickname, you have to be nice to me.
I'm so nice to you.
You're not, you suck. And less to you than to almost everyone else.
Alright, I can't say that's wrong.
Anyway, despite your smug attitude, it's all been coming up Elsie recently. The general respect meter is climbing higher, believe it or not.
Yeah, I'm making more friends and enemies than ever. In record time. We need a corporate credit account. All the dividends these transactional associates are paying.
I'm going to talk to you about that, actually. What are our mutual associates?
Well, what do I get out of it?
You get the warm, fuzzy feeling of having helped to solve an ongoing caper.
That's not how it works.
Oh, come on.
Never go to theory crafting, buddy. But as much as I love a good ongoing conspiracy, a wave of gossip, I'm neck deep in a proverbial pool of issues that need my attention.
And this is one of them. I got the inside scoop on something big that's been affecting us for a while now. You didn't hear it from me, but there might be some sabotage happening behind the scenes.
How so?
I can't tell you yet. I said I wouldn't.
See, this is what happens whenever someone asks a reasonable question. Always with the binding promises, or unclear happenstances. What do you think would happen if we could just talk to each other, like normal people?
Maybe people holding hands in a circle, sitting around and singing old folk songs together. Personally, none of us are normal, and all of us have history.
Speak for yourself.
I'm speaking for myself and for you. More especially for you and Arctic.
Is this about him?
Yes.
Is that his memory again?
Kind of. So you could maybe just, tell me if you know anything about him that I don't.
I've been keeping tabs on that whole thing since it happened. What can I know that you haven't gleaned by now?
Well, for starters, I basically had to send him a whole novel to get him to notice me online before yesterday happened. He just replies to you whenever he feels like it. It's like you're the latent-shaped exception to whatever's been messing with him since that fateful night. You're the one he spoke to about it to begin with.
Oh. Tell me a British version of random thoughts and feelings he had. Wasn't much of anything. Hey, that reminds me of the guy from my game.
Still more than what I got. And it hasn't been of any help whatsoever.
Because she doesn't like you anymore. Due to your repeating and telling her, Arctic's quasi amnesiac nonsense is her fault.
Well, it is, at least in part.
She's my tune a little. I think that could have been the inciting incident, but not all there is to it. So the thing that happened between Taz and Arctic, that's when Gaion started his influence over him, I'm guessing.
So following my own advice and taking stock out of everything we know. Tell me what you've got.
Does you know he smokes now?
What?!
That's some pretty swag smoke, you know. Well, that's a reference to something as well, I don't remember what.
Our Arctic? He's out there smoking sugar? My little grubby grouper?
He's taller than both of us. What the fuck? That's fucked up. Arctic's a shorty, bro.
You wouldn't get it. There's an established thing between us. He will always be cursed with younger identification status, no matter how big he gets.
Alright, choose not to be involved in your red familiar dynamics. He's also been pretty hardcore on the Code Red.
Oh no, it's a lot worse than I thought. How did you figure any of this out?
We went up for a minute a couple of blinks back.
So you're telling me you swung by our old hive, someone managed to get them to crawl out of the front door and greet you? Are you messing with me? Are you pulling my leg right now?
No, I'm not. That's not how it went down at all. Speaking as someone who knows his fauna, Arctic Vura is a creature of habit. Sure, they won't open the door no matter how many times you knock. We still have the urge to check their old haunts. I feel like a modern troll for a couple of hours. I drop by Stronghold 21 pretty often for goods and services, and for amenities. And every once in Dark Moon's eclipse, our paths cross.
You bumped into each other?
We did. I started following him to see where he went, very casually.
Oh, so you were stalking him? I see.
I wasn't stalking. It was tactical trailing, born out of care.
Right, my mistake.
I should have realized that this was some intricate pale pink ploy from the start. You freaking weirdo! What's gonna be our next grand gesture to get the diamond locked in, huh? A ransom note? Damn. I've spontaneously forgotten everything else that happened. I call it memory disease going around. I'm gonna be of no help to you.
No, come back. Keep going, I'm done.
He still heads up the store we used to hang out in, called the January Dungeon. He sells bootleg copies of other associated media garbage. I sort of moseyed around to make sure to avoid the owner so he wouldn't call me out. I think Arctic would really wanted anything. I just rifled through the same holoranics over and over, heading toward back for the physicals. Then I went in, tapped him on the shoulder, all like, "Hey, how's it going? Crazy seeing you here." He just stood there for a while, like he'd seen some paranatural energy burst from the noise. Then he got all slouchy and told me we should talk out back. That's a cool panel. The fucking lighting. Oh, it's always the lighting. I have no idea. I still have no idea how to do fucking lighting.
I can't imagine him anything other than irritated at being slapped at his own lonely funk.
That's not the word I'd use. I'm like nervous. I'm still wearing that outfit I made from Six Sweeps Wriggling Day. The way hoodie and blue jeans combo.
No way! That old thing?
Yeah, worn down and then some. Pants were all frayed at the end. Hoodie was scuffed on the arms. It had these ratty little holes in it. Well, he never took it off after I gave it to him. It made me chuckle. So I asked him about it. He used his modus to replicate a bunch of copies. But I think he was just playing coy. He thought he likes the original best.
Did you put tender, rosy fondness into every thread?
Would you like to know?
No!
Didn't think so. Anyway, they brought the pack out after that. Even after me one.
Which I hope you turn down. Please tell me you turn it down. This stuff will kill you. I will most definitely at least knock you out, because you'd be hacking and coughing so much.
I considered it.
You considered it? With the lung problems?
My best friend extended me his version of a peace offering. Of course I wasn't just going to say no without thinking. In fact, I kind of regret not taking it. Sure, suit yourself might as well have been a death sentence. I'm trying to play it cool. Say the lighting, but my lighting cigarette for him though. Usually out of sorts. Couldn't get the thing to work. Next I was like, of course I don't mind. Sure, that was the closest we've been to each other in sweeps. Pardon me.
Oh my god, this is getting embarrassing for both of us. I don't need this much detail.
We invited details in as soon as you asked for the information. Only, want you to lie? You know how I feel already. Who cares?
It's not you have the feelings, it's just the way you talk about it. Hearing this stuff would make any troll with the sense of propriety want to crawl 6 feet under or suffocate in their own shame. I'm not supposed to care this much about other people's soul-bound issues. Feels like you're breaking into private property, you know?
Great argument. I don't care.
You're exploiting me. You see relaying all of your sordid moral woes. This is a respectable establishment and could get you written up for harassment.
Calling your bluff. We're gonna stage to tent girl. You're a moral? Lol.
Huh?
Get yourself burned, you filthy arsonist.
I can't believe you'd sing that low. You know I don't like it when I start forest fires. And after I told you how nice you needed to be. That made me feel so ashamed that I have to let you finish. I seriously, hurry. We're in a tight schedule.
So much stuff to say. It went by pretty quick. It's like word you through text. I also had to keep the conversation ball rolling up the hill. Before it fell back down again. There was one moment, though. Part of the stupid trick we used to pull together. When we played those cape shit games every night. So we were obsessed.
Yep, I remember. What a phase.
Was it your fault you got into all that to begin with?
Could be.
Are we talking about the glitch where you guys looked like you were fusing the player models together?
Yeah.
How I managed to beat one of the hardest bosses in the entire campaign like that. And it just fucking worked. He was laughing so hard. It was the funniest thing he'd ever heard. Big goofy grin like the dull little fangs. Just seemed to have thought about it in ages. He had to hold the wall for support. He was wheezing and said he felt like he was going to puke. I was like, oh, now you know how I feel every day. And, I don't know. You know, it was just a couple of minutes. Maybe what I was doing wasn't the lost cause. Oh. He's still in there somewhere. It comes and goes, but it's there. You already know what I think. There's something holding back. Like, something in his head? Amnesia and depressing, yes. No, not like that. Something else. Like what? Something like the blockade. Defense mechanism that keeps what he thinks is bad for him locked away. Sounds strange, but stranger things have already gone down. I mean, we've been talking more than usual since then. Last night included. All we really need is a push. I don't doubt it's going to be that easy. Let's just give you more of an idea of what might be going on. Going on how? I've got to do a little more digging before I can really say for sure. There's a little more moving parts connected together to paint a spectacular, terrifying picture. What do you mean by this? You'll see. I'm not sure if I want to. This is the way of the woman wrapped in mystery with an enigma inside of the riddle. You start proving any of those assholes right. Keep anything creepy to a minimum, for my sake. I'll try, but every now and again I just can't help myself. There's I have to attend to, but we'll talk again soon. Keep me posted if there's any developments on your end. Will do. Talk to you later. Stay safe, Laven. Oh look, an actual lost cause. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I need to get some water and food in me. I'm running out of breath. Oh look, an actual lost cause. I'll even answer you know who. Oh, these updates were crazy. These are Alright, are you all ready? You've probably most of you probably read this already. It's just these updates which I decided to do another video again. Glass Kahuna began trolling and Windows Artificer.
What's up?
No, you're here.
It's digitized meat coat, Babs. Say, inquiring sign-up scroll's got a big queue prepped. Let's see you and me get a focus test going on, huh?
Wait, I just realized that's exactly what they said to fucking Dismas just before. What? That's fucking what? I didn't realize that. That makes sense. I hate when people ask stupid questions. For sure. But Dongulus, so you've heard this one before, because the opening act's kinda groan-worthy. Do you know the definition of insanity? Just talking to you, Count?
Was I expecting you to say that, Count?
Yeah, I didn't even realize this. Touche. I don't know. Doing the same thing over and over, like an idiot. Get a different result, until you finally give up. I'm sure you're familiar. You're the most repetitious jackass I know.
Close, but no wacky Nico Sucrose. You're like the opposite. He's doing everything different every single time, still getting the exact same result, no matter what.
We've had this conversation before. What? Over a blink ago. We did this already. Which Laven are you? For real, last I checked. Have any objections to me being Laven? I don't do that roleplay shit anymore. I have standards. My Laven's dead. I'm not even getting caught up with any others anymore, so that's gonna mean you're the real deal. Or a true deal if you want to be all official about the nomenclature. But why am I telling you this? It's the exact same fucking thing. Excellent question. I should be asking it, but alright. Let's humor this a bit. I'm more interested in the other part. How did, quote unquote, your Laven die? Can't tell you. Right, that's usually how it goes. Well, I hope you're smothered in his entrails with the respect and affection they deserve, etc. I'm not dead though, so let's talk about something else. Like how desperate you're being right now. Right there. Yeah, this is where the real stylistic shifts are coming. What? Seriously, stop being funny ages ago. You've got to give it up already. Okay, I have no idea what your Murray wound up doing, but as an old version of her, I gotta stress I'm aware it was probably something pretty terrible. Wish I could just take responsibility for it, but that's not my job. So, what is your job? Trying to have another go at murdering Elsie? I don't want to talk about her. Yeah, I bet you don't. Too bad, that's what we're doing. Look, whatever the fuck hang-ups your Mort has going on, I'm sure it sucks. But me and my Elsie? Me and Elsie. My Elsie. We were close. I've got a blood all over me right now, so maybe steer clear of this specific combo. Oh, tight. The fact you said that you were close totally convinced me. I'm convinced. Oh, really? No, lol. Why are you even talking to me? This Laban's kind of weirding me out, the way he's being so aggressive. I don't... He's doing what I do best. Take advantage when I can. Showing nothing but trouble. Why am I talking in Laban's voice now? Oh god, I'm fucking myself. I'm trying to find somewhere else to go before it's too late, but no dice. Well, being able to talk to you is something, because it means they were right. Once we're at the end of everything, just goes tumbling down. Rules don't matter anymore. Who said that? White noise? No, that doesn't sound like him. Hang on a second, I think you told me about this them once, when we were dreaming together. If you don't know their name yet, then just keep it that way. Saying it's out of spite, by the way. I tell you, but it's the principle of the thing. Or a snake in furry clothing. Sounds taxonomically messy. We're talking about mimesis, right? Yeah. We don't even know if mimesis is actually evil, or like weird. We don't know what their deal is yet. Don't even get me started. So nice getting to see you type again, though, you know. We stopped rubbing our ribeyes together after a while. Just grew apart over everything. And so this Murat reached pure self, and there's the blood. You know what they say. Trying to tarnish a rusty friendship wagon with sentimentality. It's like putting the cart before the human beast. I just had a whole conversation about how little sense that makes. So we can hop off the make-believe monorail. And get back to whatever it is you're here for. That'd be great. You really don't believe me, do you? It's hard to believe a pathological liar. Flip personality is conversation tactics. We're in a tossed loop. Could land curve up what you say, nah bro, let's curve down. Like you're looking at it backwards. That's the word I know. God damn. So I don't pick early session entry points if I can help it. It's like if pulling teeth with a base common knowledge. So I swear I'm not trying to fuck with you. Dead ass. Let me spell it out. I'm not Murat. Not Murat you know at least. The true one. Oh jeez. Alright. I admit, this whole thing is a novel tone. It has also gone on longer than it usually does. I don't play along. So my best plan of action might be to start ignoring you. I don't feel charitable. We talk about being covered in my friend's blood. It's not when it's to save your own skin. We're the fucked up shit if they get your kicks from this time. We're done here. No, wait! Just... It's what I need to do to convince you I'm not them. Tough break. There isn't anything. Get lost. So is what I'm saying really that hard to buy? Everything you've seen. And we both know about the stupid fucking game. I don't know all the stuff my Laven did. I know some rich quirk of the one true path, yada yada. You've got to realize this isn't any weirder than being solely yanked into the standing on the rake by the... What was he called, White Noise? That one time. I think that Paddywhack gave the dog a bone, man? Yeah. I don't want to believe you right this second. Because sooner or later, when I do, it's going to come back to bite me. Well, I've met millions of Murats, so I can think of... I can say with a measure of overextended confidence. Yeah, that's facts. My particular story is long and convoluted and messy, and nobody will remember it by the end anyway. Except you. And boy, you don't even know the half of it now. You used to be real good at humoring me. You've at least been pretending to do it here. Could you just keep doing that? Ask it sincerely, by the way, in case you still think this is some sick joke. I don't have anywhere else to go to, or anybody else could take your place. This is it for me. The rest's already gone. I need something. Please. Jeez, this is kind of sad. So this is Calda's land, right? When you put it like that, I don't have much of a choice. Now you've got every choice you could possibly make. I'm a sap-happy sucker who doesn't have the luxury. Why's that? I'm trying to think your personal definition of insanity has more legs than mine. Let's get reiterating for your viewing pleasure. Can't tell you. I'm so sick of that excuse. Only one I got. It's not very conducive to an alternate Turk and shuffle. Very regular Turk in flavor, actually. Alright, I'll throw you a bone. Wow. In my experience, most of our Murats can handle this sort of thing for too long. Once they realize everyone's utterly fucked, the typical response is to make some grand turn. Stop whatever's happening at any cost, get it over with as fast as possible, try to find a loophole. That sort of gung-ho sideshow nonsense. I consider all three were hunkering down with the first one. Does this happen often? Is your school diverging fish disasters? From what I've seen, yeah. It's like a single decimal point coming after an infinite amount of zeros. I can imagine that it had been... What it would have been like if we won. Oh, so you're like, done with the game? Nah, well, kind of. We rented the game itself, but our magnum opus was busted from the start. Couldn't finish it, and it couldn't use the failsafe because of it. So the only option was to fight him head on. Him? Guyon. Like the Not Father? From Religion? Do you seriously not even fucking know that much? Oh my god, what is going on over there? Yeah, Guyon. The Not Father, the Abyss, the Unreal, the Antithesis, the Endless, bitch with infinite names who killed all my fucking friends and will kill me too, and off himself in the process if he can help it. Can I finish? Don't believe me right now, we've been over that. Just let me talk. Alright, jeez. Did the volume go off? Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah, where was I? We hashed it out with our version of White Noise, then it turned into a last resort resource game. Or it already was, I mean. Be as strong as possible and gather as much help as we could to have a fraction of a chance to put him down for a minute. No joke, we were proficient in pure self-fighting machines. We're with our denizens to learn the ins and outs of every last possible ability combo, whatever. When White Noise died and the static fell, we tried to keep Guyon busy so we couldn't scream and rip everything apart instantly. Like, we all knew what we were going to lose against him no matter what. But we had to try. Fucker got the drop on us, though. He's got all these secret entrances into the material world. One of those is the fucking cornfield, actually. Which we know now. I'm pretty sure that's the thing. One of them's the cornfield. Well, that's before we knew we were fighting. Wasn't even close. He got unfathomable freak with every insane bit of cosmic aspect alchemy, survival abilities, OP weapons, passage knowledge, armies of trolls and carapations. We could do anything. He just... Fuck, I'm gonna be sick thinking about it. I changed my mind. Ask another question. I don't even want to fucking think about it. I'm just imagining like a scenario now of like a fucking full-on war against him, and it just fucking like that one recent Justice League movie, which I'd seen clips of, where they all just get fucking bodied. They're all jobbers, bro. Okay. Why can you tell me all of this, but not anything else? Generalized statements are fine. What even counts as generalized in his oblique context? Anything that's said without specific details. You know, the one vague event from one version of someone's perspective can happen doesn't make it constant. Or something's thought about bigger the chance for it to pop up at different points in different ways. That's why or like likely to happen again and again. Maybe that's why we can't talk about it in the first place. Aren't you non-Levens and non-Merch just doing this infinite times over? Probably. I asked some of the Merts what they think about my Hopper's bunk now. Plus you'd have to sit through all the alts of alts, and then alts of alts. It gets messy, and I don't feel like spending my last moments of fictional living scrolling through an echo chamber of failure more than I already have. What are you doing over there then? Just sitting around, waiting to die? Pretty much. To get technical, I'm screwing myself in his last blind spot. It's not gonna last forever. I did hoping I'd think of some way to get out of this at last possible second. Turn it all back. I know it's not gonna happen. I'm out of time. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on with that. Wait, let's run it back a bit. How'd you know all those fail? Are they infinite? Yeah, there's still such a tiny percentage the odds lean closer to impossible. To your credit, why does the say that we blow it? That part of our failsafe locked and loaded, though. It's the green sun, I'm pretty sure. The assumption that you're telling the truth. I just mean what happened to you won't happen to us. We might not say we won't win, because he didn't want to dish out overconfidence. You're a very literal and linear thinker, my man. Keeps me humble. Your aspect forces you to think it infinite. It's never about what's possible. It's only what's likely that matters. You can only take a peek at the future through the lens of likelihood. All your stuff that gets crazy removed from the baseline might as well not exist. As a result of a decision your Murray could have made. Here's the hilarious part. A pretty popular option from what I've seen. But true Murray didn't do what I did. And that means I'm not real to anyone but myself. Because what happened to me is not what actually happened with them. How are we talking? When probability started to rupture, logic flies out of the window. At that point, anything goes. Until Guyon wipes him out. This conversation is just one of endlessly random. I don't find anything that could have happened to you with where you're at. Why'd you do anything then? It's not embarrassing for you to begin with. Maybe this is happening because that's what you're supposed to find out. Maybe I'm wrong and you could be the true late. You could wrong about you being the true life and just a ruptured probability waiting to happen. Probability. What does that even mean? Give me a short definition. Anything that's not part of the ongoing presents probability. think features that we'll never be playing now because the hypothetical demands it. Oh, people who yeah, this is Intermission 2 Side 1 stuff, which I like. I like Intermission 2 Side 1 actually. What they do anyway is to sate the curiosity whether their audience happens to be watching at the time. Forgetting the time itself, right up to this moment, probabilities are calculated and created based on what could have been done. They've all got a fixed start point where they branch off from the true instance, and an end point where they stop making sense and fall apart. Because they're predicated on what wasn't done, and only consider what's been done up to this split. Some don't last a second. Others can last ages. And mine ends here. That's okay, just hate fun. And why do you even bother with these things? They're not real. And blow up on their own. He can cause real ripples in the right circumstances. He's not a fan of that. So probabilities don't matter to their audience anymore. Gaia picks up the slack and erases them. And it's like they never meant it from the jump. I spent the past 2 nights trying to find out some way to keep that from happening. I had nothing but look ahead to all the probable outcomes of our oncoming conflict. And that is it. What time are we on? About now, so that's good. This is a good place to read. Right. I don't know what to say. We're getting some like lore dumps. Some things are happening I did not expect. Just another reminder that, as predictable as this comic was, how I thought, well, as much as I thought it was, it is not. I can't predict what happens in this fucking comic. But yeah, this is really cool. And another reminder, if you haven't read Intermission 2 Side 1 yet, go fucking read it. This is a threat. Anyway, yeah. I'm done here. And, well, yeah. I hope you've enjoyed this update. It's crazy. If you don't know what Bastille is yet, go fucking read it. And follow my socials for infrequent uploads. I think I'll try and get my Corpse Party videos out soon, though. I played it purely for nostalgia. And, yeah. So, okay. Thank you. I hope you enjoy my shitty voice acting. And, like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta.